Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A draw play now. Ballage. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it with Ballage. The 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the red zone now, Marino on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
We go! 70, Indy. Check. Fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some claws.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, stand on.
Play fake. Here's Marino. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abuka able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Marino. They'll set up the screen to Ballage. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
Switch. Hey, Delta! Wait, 89!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check 49! Tighten up! Wait! Watch the shot! 36! Check! Red Delta! Check 25! Check 3!
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Block 11! Rip black! Strike! Undercrunch! Watch the eye! Keep it skinny! Hatchet! Whip! Watch the whip! Watch the safety creep! Behind!
Here's Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Shoot! Check! Fresno! Hey, switch gears. Do.
And to give this time to the tailback. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stay with your man. Switch. Check 3. Zero.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 25.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2.
Zerline on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Break. Check. 59.
Right back to him on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
15 yards on the play, first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down now, Benjamin. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Marino. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Milage. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Marino here from the gun. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Hey, front 80. Hey, Delta!
First down, Rivers. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 29-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Bang. Hey, Rocket.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Left. Right, 89.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. A beautiful fake. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go. Wide. What twist?
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Topper. Let's go.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Ready up. 52, Mike 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On third down, Marino. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Now Balaj. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, dude.
Marino off of play action. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back 380. Block 15. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got? 180. Give me some. Here we go. Check 9. Hey, 79. 79.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now Rivers on 4th down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Rivers. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
180.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Red Delta!
Here we go.
Bravo!
Spot 2 to Mike. Mike spot 2. Mike spot 2.
We own them. We own them.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. They got a man. It's Woods. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Not 390. We ain't giving them nothing today.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Mike, check, 59. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Marino on play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Marino. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2nd and 10. At the 40-yard line.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check 25, check 25.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 4.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, ready?
He's back to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The 1st down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
60 or 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Rams' 43-yard line.
Set 90 Wolf protein spill.
Hatchet, hatchet.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, here we go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Here I come, here I come, here I come. Whip. Watch the whip. They go.
They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for LA, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8.